action.
Hello and welcome to the Glow Era, a Flourish Harmony podcast. This is where we explore the art of growth, transformation, and healing. I'm your host, Dream, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. We're starting off a journey and we're entering this new year together. I hope you will enjoy the ride. This is the beginning of a 3-part series that we will be launching for your glow up. First up, we are going to cover knowing who we are and where we come from. And soon after that, we will have the second episode, which I'm personally so excited about. It's all about owning our stories and setting intentions for breakthroughs. My life changed the moment I started telling my story, and we're going to make sure you have everything you need to do the same. Lastly, for part 3, we are going to discover what it means to change with purpose and how to turn those very stories into opportunities. So let's dive right in. This is part 1, where we will be unpacking knowing who you are and where you come from. Look, 2025 is here, and let's just be honest, this year is arriving with a lot of uncertainty. I'm talking drama from the West, East, and everywhere in between. And especially if you're here in South Africa or even across the continent, there have been current affairs that are shaping our personal lives. For instance, with the recent US aid sanctions, there are shifts in economic sectors affecting the health and financial industries. So it's natural to feel some fear. I want us to talk about self-awareness and why it's important for us now more than ever before to reflect on who we are so that we can better navigate these times that we're in. Right now, many of us are facing personal and professional uncertainty, like unemployment, anxiety, maybe you're even like mentally fatigued. I know that just a day in my life can draw so much out of me that it can be difficult to stay in the center of my own confidence. Maybe somebody who's listening on the other side is going through mental health issues, facing addiction. Maybe you're unemployed or just exhausted. I want you to know you're not alone. I've been there. And I want us to have conversations about what to do when nothing seems to be working. Glowing up is you knowing that you have a light within you. I want you to understand how we can use the content we're learning here today to rise above your circumstances. How can we take knowledge to shape us internally, no matter what's happening to us externally? Why? Because your story matters. Your story is your power, and your story is the fuel you can always use to overcome. The reason I want us to think about who we are and where we come from and how it can actually contribute to shaping a new world for us is that we're seeing across literally different industries that it's a time for self-sufficiency. Now, I know you may be wondering, what on earth is Dream talking about here? What I'm talking about is instead of judging ourselves and saying, I am unemployed, I have no job, I'm mentally ill, I don't belong in this world, I want us to flip that narrative. What if you started thinking about your life differently and asking yourself, who am I? What do I have to offer? Where do I come from? Who are my people? What makes me come alive? What is it that when I walk into any room or space, people will come up to tell me, listen, I felt something in you. Because that is the power that can situate us in the truth of who we are, which is how we can then begin to say, if this person won't hire me, how about I think about creating a space for myself in the industries I want to see myself in? But before we get there, we have to first reflect. Think back to 2024. What did that year teach you? I learned that I could be a big procrastinator, that before things get to a perfect idea, I'm not going to start on them. But that's actually contributed to why I was having a hard time in business. I felt overwhelmed by AI and the fast-changing pace of the world. And I forgot that at my core, I'm a storyteller, that with my hands, I can create new worlds of storytelling. I want to share with you something personal that happened to me last year that changed my life. What did you learn about who you are? Right around December, I was deep in my depression. I had no rent money, guys. I was in the thick of shame, like, how am I this person again? How have I created this mess of my life again? And right when my mind wanted to label me a loser and a shame, I actually was so furious that I remember picking up paint in my home and throwing it at a cardboard piece that I had cut out and just left lying around. I just got into so much rage. I think the shame of feeling like a failure and feeling like I can't make something out of myself, it just like exploded. And I just went in like crazy. And I did that until I walked away crying, feeling like I'm a mess. Yet again, I have to call somebody else for help. And I went to sleep, upset with God, with life, and all things. Like, you know, when we say, I was going and flying within like the pits of shame. But here's what was interesting about that moment for me. When I woke up the next morning, literally thinking, you made another mess. I walked past the space where I had went crazy with the paint, and I looked at what I had done. What I saw changed my life. I saw a face. Literally, a face had formed in all that emotional scratching and splatter and anger and expression. I was finally expressing some of that depression and shame that was inside of me. That face became the painting of the Nompumelelo piece that is now hanging in Sandton City. The piece sold for more than what I needed, so much more that I paid my rent and started a saving account for art materials. I'm sure those who follow my journey will actually see these moments. So I'm not here talking to you about something I have not lived. I'm here talking to you about something I have struggled and found strategies through. So to close off this episode, I want you to, first of all, understand that whatever struggle you have been blessed with, because that's what it is, it's a blessing, there is a gift to be uncovered. But it begins with the courage of looking within yourself. You have to ask yourself, what is it about me that keeps moving me to these places of fear, shame, and sometimes even addiction? That's where your biggest gifts and your secrets are. The Glow Era is going to be a space of community and like-mindedness. We spoke here today about knowing who you are and where you come from. In our next episode, we're going to use this knowledge to actually change this into a power conversation of stepping into action. I want us to think more about how who we are can become a new economic movement, not just for our personal lives, but for who we are and our children who will come after us. So take out your journal and think about these questions. Who am I? What do I have to offer? And what makes me feel the most alive? Your glow up is your superpower, and you can turn every struggle into strength. And get this, for the ones who live life that feels like a mess, have you ever realized that the word message begins with the word mess? That's because the mess is the message. So wherever your life is the most messiest, sit with yourself and say, what is this here to show me about who I am? And then use storytelling, use art, and use AI to create a new story. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your girl Dream, and this is the Glow Era, where we will convene consistently for life-changing and transformational conversations. If this episode resonated with you today, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, share, like, and talk to it about a friend who might need this content. I know it's easy right now for you to feel distracted by what's happening in the news, what's happening on the socials, but I'm going to need you to step back from that and step inside of who you are, because that's where dreams are made. Your glow is your power. This is your year to flourish.